Hey everybody, in this video I will explain what are the options available for you in case you are moving from another country to Ireland and you need to apply for a mobile phone number. So when I arrived in Ireland, of course the technology wasn't as good as now. So what I did, I basically very simply went to one of the stores. I remember at the time we had O2 that now has changed, and I just bought SIM card. I really didn't need anything. They didn't really ask me anything, like if I was resident, if I was a tourist. So I just bought it, and I think this is still the best option. You just go there. Probably they're gonna ask you for an ID or some. If you have a passport or an ID card or a driving license, that would be enough. And yeah, you're sorted. You just pop in the SIM card into your phone, and you have an Irish phone number, so you can receive calls and make calls and activate your broadband. So nowadays there's more options. I recently learned that you can actually have on newer phones something called like eSIM. Is a Rather than a plastic card that you put into your phone, this is integrated in the chip of your phone. So of course you need to check first if your phone supports the eSIM, but that's another good option. And I added in the slides more information taken from the most relevant Irish websites on the matter. So I think one is called ARLO, and basically what this kind of service, that there's loads of companies, so I'm not really advertising any of those companies, just to give you an example. You can really purchase this card, as you can see there, and this card could be valid for 7 days, 15 days, 30 days or more. And you can then, when you arrive in Ireland, you can activate that, and you pretty much can have all data on your phone, so you don't have to pay roaming charges. I think they have a card for that is valid for the entire continent of Europe, or the entire world, depending on how much you want to pay. So this is a very practical option if you don't want to bother at the beginning to get an Irish phone number. There's another option available to you, that is bill plan. So bill plan is basically, rather than a SIM card that you buy and activate, and you basically top up every so often, usually every month, or whenever your credit expires, you can apply for a bill plan. And bill plan is basically kind of a direct debit that you get on the bank, on your bank, and is automatically paid, and you don't really need to do anything else. And you always have credit, you always have probably unlimited broadband, unlimited calls, and whatever. This is a bit more tricky for those who are just arrived in Ireland. First, because you might not have proof of address, so you might not be sure you're gonna stay there for a while, where you're maybe in a temporary accommodation, and we know that in Ireland is very difficult to find accommodation. Plus, you might not have an Irish bank account. So I think for start, you're better off either with the eSIM or with definitely a normal SIM card. And then once you're settled, once you have a bank account, once you have a more fixed address and proof of address, then you can apply for bill plan that is much more practical. So there's other plans where you basically buy the phone, and the plan is included as well. But again, I think it's more complicated. So to keep it simple, I think those two options that I just covered are the best. So once you've done that, then you need to decide what's the best mobile phone providers also for broadband. And so just to give you a few examples of the companies present in the country, Vodafone, 3, Air are some of the major players in the Irish mobile phone market, and also for broadband. So important that you look for customer reviews, coverage maps, pricing plans to find the provider that suits your needs. The coverage, from what I remember, having traveled around Ireland is not the same everywhere. So I remember but this obviously this changes all the time. So you need up-to-date information. Remember that in some areas of the country, Vodafone was better, Three in other parts of the country, and there are also other providers that are using the Three or Vodafone network or Air network. So minor providers like I think 48 and GoMo, they give you usually better deals, but you probably don't have the same quality as maybe Vodafone or Three or Air. So once you've decided the provider, then you need to choose the plan that fits your lifestyle. So if you need unlimited data, if you don't, if you want to go with a pay-as-you-go plan, or see what's basically included. If you want international roaming, that's very important. If you travel, if you call maybe frequently, if you go back home, of course being not from Ireland. Definitely, as I said before, if you're going for a bill plan, you need to have your utility bill or rental agreement, so proof of address, and of course identification. And I really advise you to have also applied already for PPS number, and I added a video on that. If you can find up there if you want more information. So this will speed up all the process. You can do both, heading to the store or apply online. I think now it's very easy to do it online as well. You just go into all those websites and just click on register. So yeah, you probably should read the terms and condition. Sometimes it's important, the contract length, mobile fees, because you might be locked in a very long contract. So make sure you're careful there. I definitely advise you not to get locked in a long-term contract, because there's always new deals coming up, and I suggest you also to check the website of Dolphin Utilities that can give you the best deals on mobile phones and broadband, and I added that in one of the slides. And sometimes if you wanna you're not happy with your service and you wanna switch to another provider, having this long-term contract, I think, is always a bit of a risk. Then it's very easy. Once you have all done, you need to just activate your mobile phone and insert your SIM card if you're going for it, and do the configuration that you have to do anyway. In conclusion, applying for a mobile phone in Ireland might seem daunting a bit, but I think with a little research and preparation, even if you're coming from Asia or Africa with a completely different setup, you can easily understand and get up to speed. Also, if you want to buy maybe a new phone because your phone is from another continent and you're not sure if the supports the European signals and carriers, so I think they're a bit overpriced, the stores in Ireland, so you might be better off maybe buying off Amazon or online for better deals. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any comment, I'm happy to reply to your questions. You can add your comments, of course, to this video, and I'll be making more of these videos about moving to Ireland to help you with your move. So if you're interested in those, don't forget to subscribe, and I wish you good luck, and bye for now.